Hello, everybody. This is GK again, and thanks for stopping by. We got a little bit different take today. Usually we're doing pack rips, box openings, and such, but we've got kind of a lull. We're working on getting moved from the prairies of Kansas down here to the hills of northwest Arkansas, so we're kind of in a lull. But we wanted to kind of take a little bit of time and talk about our collection and what we're doing with this collection. A couple days ago, you might have seen we opened up a box of 2018 Panini Classics, and this was one of my most favorite cards of all time. It's one of the best boxes I've ever opened. A lot of people might not like it, and of course we're late to the party. You know, those things have been out for about a year, but they're new to me, and there's a really exciting product to open. And you know, there's a lot of great cards out there. You know, a lot of auto and memorabilia patch cards, just a lot of things that as a collector, you know, you might get intimidated and say, man, I don't have any of that. I've got all these old football cards, baseball cards, basketball cards. They're all there. I don't know what they're doing, and I don't know what to do with them, and I don't know if they're worth anything, and are they even worth taking the time to mess around with? Well, I've been in that same boat, and one of the things I found that was most exciting about this 2018 Classic set was kind of the image quality. And we've got this, just a base card of Ezekiel Elliott with the Cowboys. And you know, I love the photo quality. I like the banner, the team banner, and then the name, of course. On the back, you flip it over. It's got that old school kind of look and feel. You know, it's a gold background. It's a lot easier to read than what they were back in the day. And as an example, I'm going to kind of set that right there to the side. And I was going through one of my binders, and I found a card from 1977, which was one of my favorite years. And I was a young guy when I was collecting those cards. So if you look at these cards, like the action shot is kind of the same. You've got the player singled out. You've got guys in the background doing football things. You've got the banner on both. You've got the position, and then their name. You know, just a real good look and feel. It takes me back to those times where I was first opening football cards. And then the backs, you know, a little bit different, but uniquely similar. You know, you've got some, you know, crazy information here and here. You've got a stat line, and then, you know, some other information pertinent to that player. So right out of the gate, you know, as soon as I saw these 2018 Classics, they took me back to when I was a kid, opening up these packs right here. And man, I can't explain how much joy it's brought back to the actual act of collecting football cards. So that's really awesome. And, you know, yeah, I don't have a lot of patch cards. I don't have a lot of memorabilia cards. I see a lot of them on Instagram. You know, you look at some of these feeds and you think, man, that's what you got to be a collector. But I don't really think so. And for those people that have some questions or thinking about, man, what do I want to do? You know, I had kind of an interesting epiphany and decided to kind of make a pivot, you know. So I just got out this old binder, you know, and it's not much, but it's something. And I thought, man, there's got to be a way to incorporate these new cards that I'm buying with my old cards. And so one of the cards that I came across when I was thinking about this was this Jim Otto. All right, just a real simple Jim Otto base card. Well, unbelievably, it was followed up by a short print Jim Otto, 236 of 299, which signifies the red back. So we have the red back, and then we have the yellow back. So we got two versions of this same card, one base, one numbered, out of that hobby box. And that's one of the cool things to me as a collector. You open up a hobby box, and yeah, I might only get one autograph out of that box, but I'm able to pair up some of these cards. Now, what was interesting about Jim Otto was I got his base card, I got an insert card, and when I started going through my binder of what I have, man, here's an old binder page, and this guy has kind of followed me around. So here he is two times. So I thought, man, what a great idea to start building that collection of 2018 classics, utilizing their Legends base set as a starting point to restart my collection. So what I'm looking to do here is kind of just take some time and show you guys that, man, even if you've got an old collection, you might not think much of it. You know, you might be intimidated by some of the other collectors and the cards they have out there. Here's a way to keep the hobby fresh and exciting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that base Jim Auto, I'm going to slide him in a protective sheet, you know, because we're building the set. And it's easier for me to build a set in a binder with protective sheets. That way I can thumb through them and see what's going on. You know, we save these digitally and on the spreadsheets as well. So I mean, we've got track of our cards both in real time and digitally. Now we're following up with our other Jim Autos. So off of this 2018 base set, we're able to make room and give a reason to bring some life to some of these old cards. So in 2018, and then we have there, it looks like a 1976. I don't know if you guys can see that. 1976. So we've got Jim Auto in 76. Look at this card. And there's one of them old school classic cartoons. It doesn't even see the year. I think this is like 70 or 71. Yeah, I'm not sure. If you know that year, give me a shout. I've got quite a few of these cards, but as you can see, you know, the year's not printed on the back, but that's what I remember collecting when I was a kid. So here we are in 2018. We've got the 2018 version of Jim Auto right here. Then we've got him in 73. We've got him in 70. You know, there's a couple other players that I noticed that we were able to pull out of that box we ripped yesterday. And so we're talking about Raiders. You know, here's the Snake, and, you know, one of the all-time greats, Fred Biletnikoff. Of course, you know, the best college receiver in the nation each year is given the Biletnikoff Award. That's this guy. And to see him in modern times, and remember pulling him 40 years ago, it's enjoyable. And I think that brings me more satisfaction than pulling an autograph card or memorabilia card. So, man, if you're an older collector, you know, there's definitely things you can do to keep it exciting, to keep it fresh, give you a purpose for some of these older cards. So along with that Fred Biletnikoff, you know, here we have one from, looks like 1978. 1978. I don't know if you guys can see that. By no means his rookie year. As you can see, you know, the guy came into the league in 1965. So we're like 13 years in. So here we are, 2018 or 2019 as this is being filmed. 2018, 1978, you know. And so then we can just continue building that set. And I'll probably make these in sequential order, you know. So each number, as the card number on the back, as that's going up, I'm going to run a nice run of these other guys, the same guy, different cards, back to back. So we've got Fred Biletnikoff. We've got him a couple times. And then, so now I can get a nice start on a collector's sheet, you know, of Raiders based off this 2018 Panini Classic set. The next one, you know, we talked about the Ken Stabler. We'll go ahead and slide him in the bottom. Oh, hey, we got a 1970s Biletnikoff. Pull out of this other sheet real quick. So there we go. We got Biletnikoff there. We got a 1970 Fred Biletnikoff. And then if you look on that cartoon, ooh, let me hold it there. It says, Fred's father was a national AAU boxing champ. So those little cartoons, man, is really, really crazy. It tell you something you didn't know about that guy. Just a lot of fun, a lot of enjoyment can be had with these 2018 classics. And then so we got Ken Stabler, and then another 78 Ken Stabler. By no means, it's not a rookie card, not a patch card. It's kind of beat up in the corners. I mean, the damn thing's 40 years old. And I was collecting that, when I was 7, 8 years old. So that it's even still around remains something to be seen. So out of that 2018 classics hobby box, man, we were able to really make a real nice collector sheet to start off or restart our collection and give us something to look forward to in the next one. So just wanted to take a few minutes and kind of put this out there, give you guys some thoughts or ideas for maybe a direction you might want to go with your own collection based on some of the cards that are available out there today. Just new cards and old cards can easily be tied together. You don't have to have the latest autograph card or open a box of Flawless, even though that would be nice. And, that's something that we're looking to build towards. You can have plenty of fun and still enjoy your collection by taking the time to do something like this with your set. So once again, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking us out. Hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you did, drop a comment, let us know. And until next time, we'll see you then. I'm GK, and I'm out.